Today is episode 2 of
My best friend's
husband. After a successful launch of the first episode.
Our YouTube is clamoring.
Absolutely astronomical viral
views
of the first video. Just unmatched, really.
We even have shirts now.
We have shirts?
Because people were so excited.
Everybody was so excited.
This is
sweet merch that I love to wear in public. Especially. Everywhere I go, I don't actually change my shirt anymore. I just wear this.
I mean,
all the time.
It's the height of fashion. Great color combination.
Yes.
And it's my favorite quote from...
A lot of people recognize it when I go out. They're like, oh, my best friend's husband. I've listened to the one episode that exists.
And I remember that review of the person who listed all the great things about the game, but the cons were... You can't fuck the goblin.
You can't fuck the goblin.
So that makes the game basically unplayable.
It really made you have to think twice about the purchase
of Orc Massage.
Yeah, a lot of people big fans of Orc Massage. That was a big hit, I think. It probably increased revenue for that developer
astronomically.
Everybody was ready to start their massage journeys.
Yeah.
And so with that, we get into the feedback that we did get. Obviously, feedback was mostly, you're the best. This is probably the best podcast I've ever heard. The sound quality was great. It definitely didn't drag on at all. And it didn't seem like you guys were winging it. It seemed very professionally done.
I loved your script.
Yes.
Yeah, I got a lot of feedback too, because I know I immediately shared it with everyone I know. I definitely just didn't keep it to myself.
You know, weirdly, I didn't share it with my mother.
I did tell my mom. Because I told her I was shooting a podcast, and she was like, oh, what's it about? And I told her, well, me and Tom, names are good, okay? Me and Tom are reading reviews of erotic video games.
Yeah.
And she was like, that's exactly what a mother of twins should be doing with her weekends.
Yeah, that sounds like a really good usage of your time. I did have a few people requesting that, thinking I should play the video game. It's very weird that there's no...
gameplay?
Yeah, that we're just reviewing it based off the Steam store page.
Well, I think for our season finale, we can probably convince Shannon to let us buy one game and play it, maybe.
I think maybe we could. I have told her that, like, I would rather that I just buy these video games than... Because I think I'm still, like, probably another 10 or 20 years of marriage off before I get to have any sort of sex.
Yeah.
So, because it's like, there's like a timeline.
Yeah, a very normal, healthy timeline.
of being with your wife, getting to see her naked.
Consummating.
Maybe like touching a boob.
Oof, I don't know. Let's not get too spicy.
And then consummating the marriage. And it's down the line. From what she's told me, it's way down the line. We're not there yet.
Well, for my part, hi, Tabby. Tom, my husband, Tom.
Yes.
Said he would like to record us playing one of these games. We won't screen share, but we can use his Oculus. And he will show the fans us playing the game. Which I think that's really where we're going to go with this for the season finale. We'll pick one game that
So just be recording of, like, me wearing an Oculus Rift and then grabbing boot. It would just be this the whole time.
Yeah.
Because I imagine that's what you do with the boob.
It's very claw-like.
It's a claw-grabbing motion that you employ. Like, strong grip, I think, is how
key.
Yeah.
So, fans, just wait. We've got things coming.
We'll pick our favorite ones at some point to really dig into.
Absolutely. But like I said, we're not going to be able to buy all these games.
Well, I mean, I could. I could buy them all. I would Shane would probably be filing for divorce
Immediately. Cause of divorce, erotic video games.
Bought all of the erotic video games, not just one, all of them. I actually never, because I think the complaint would be she'd never see me again. I'd be touching my penis all day, just a dark corner of the house. I'd probably have to maybe put my computer up in the attic.
I was gonna say,
and make a nice
it'd be
dark
hard
hole to separate myself. It'd kind of be like my hideaway.
because your computer is just in the living room of your house, so she would see you, but you would just be over here.
Just put up one divider. It's just one divider. Don't bother me right now. I'm doing work.
Orc massage.
Oh, I made one comment as well for feedback.
Okay, great.
The YouTube video, which is where we got most of our views from. YouTube apparently has a breakdown of where people are clicking, where they're seeing your video, and where they're clicking from. So I guess, when you like watch a YouTube video, it'll show you on the side like maybe some other videos
like
you might want to watch.
Related.
The videos people were clicking on ours from Playboy News, like 1975.
Hey, it's a great year for Playboy. I'm frankly
Weather
flattered.
Report, Playboy. Adult video. Kids don't watch. I of course wasn't. I couldn't. It was age restricted, so I couldn't see it.
So who knows what kind of quality content that was?
I imagine it was really spicy on YouTube.
Well, that's great. We're just like one step away from the Playboy Mansion.
Yeah.
Hi, kitty.
He is being needy. So we'll dig in. We're gonna try to do 2 games today. Try to keep it a little bit more streamlined, so that people don't get too bored. Apparently, that was another one of the complaints, is that we're the jokes. We're just hitting the same notes over and over again. It's repetitive.
Well, it is something you can fall asleep to.
I agree. So for our first game today, we are doing a fabulous looking, not terrifying looking video game called Latex Dungeon.
Oh,
which I've been very excited about reviewing.
Okay.
Oh my god.
This artwork is
developed by Godnask ZXC, published by Mango Party. Oh, this artwork is terrifying. Battle enemies to free the corrupted, or join them and become enslaved to your lust. Will you lend them a helping hand, or will you make everyone succumb to their pleasure? What the fuck are these?
This artwork is a far cry from Orc Massage.
It's a little bit, my penis doesn't know what to think of these images. At once absolutely disgusted, but at the same time, those appear to be genitals, boobs, tentacles, yeah. All kinds of terrifying looking imagery.
I will say trigger warning with this one. It does have a lot of non-consensual situations from what I have briefly read of it online.
Okay.
So I just want to tell our community that we will be discussing some non-consensual situations in this game. So if that's a little too much, totally click off. You can come back next time when we
take a break, cool off.
Take a break, cool off. Come back next week when we review Boobs 1, 2, and 3.
Boobs VR, yes.
I do want to review that one.
I do want to. Obviously, I want to review Boobs VR
and all the sequels.
All the sequels of it, yes. Mature content description. The developers describe the content like this.
Okay.
Latex Dungeon is a game centered around themes of defeat, rape, and body modification. This game also includes brainwashing, futanari, as well as sexual encounters with tentacles, parasites, and monsters.
Okay.
Some more terrifying imagery. Oh my god. Okay. Do you want to tell us about this game, Amy?
Yeah, it's
Not supported for Mac users,
Sorry.
apparently.
Sorry.
Important note for all you Mac users out there who have been looking at Latex Dungeon.
it's not going to work for you.
It's not going to happen.
So the plot of this game is after reading a mysterious book, Lavin found herself sucked into a depraved and insane world. Will she fall? And succumb to her desires, or can she endure and bring order to this world?
And bring order. Oh, it's like Elden Ring.
Is
To establish order, claim the throne, and bring order to the world seems probably very similar.
I mean, from what I'm seeing of the artwork, it looks very similar.
Some features of this one include intense and erotic battles. Lavin may find herself transforming during battle, especially when enemies force themselves on her.
Monster menagerie, latex, tentacles, slime, insects, demons. 100 plus are all just waiting for a chance to pounce on our heroine. Tentacles, slimes, bugs. Okay.
They all look
weird.
They all look very strange.
And feminine.
A lot of boob. There's a lot of boob.
Yeah.
With the nipples. The nipple design on some of these monsters is just it's a lot. It's a lot to take in. You level up through depravity. It would certainly be nice to maintain your purity, but then you'd be missing out on the depraved defeats you could be enjoying. What? Depraved defeats?
Okay.
It looks like you can equip different things to your breasts and vagina.
Okay.
Maybe she's growing. Did she grow a penis? Is maybe what I saw.
It does appear you can grow all of these things.
She grows her own penis and then is
Oh yeah.
Sucking on it.
Okay. Well, I mean that's a fantasy for so many.
That's something someone wants to do there.
Illustrations galore. This adventure contains 62 CGs with over 700 variations. Have fun collecting all 12 sets of erotic walking animations. And all 25 intercourse animations.
25.
Guys, let me just tell you the 8-bit artwork here of these erotic walking animations it's really going to get you going. If that doesn't get you going, I don't know.
This looks like a boob slug bee. It looks like a bee compromised of boobs that are lactating. It's pretty bad.
It is pretty bad. Okay, let's dive into some reviews of this because I'm confused.
Because my penis is very confused. It doesn't know whether to be really excited about this video game or absolutely terrified.
I think both.
Okay.
Is what the creator was hoping for.
So the first review I see, it gives it a recommended.
Okay.
A lot of people found this review very helpful, at least 1,400 people. Fastest way to lose respect from your friends. 44 and a half hours on record. That's a lot of time in the Latex Dungeon.
It really is. I'm sure they collected all of those.
I was about to say they've probably collected all of the walking animations and all of the intercourse animations.
I mean, it's the only way. You got to put in the hard work.
It looks like you have to put in the time to really get there.
Okay, here's another recommended. Only 4.5 hours, so not quite
reasonable amount of time.
Yeah, but not quite the commitment.
Not a hardcore Latex Dungeon gamer.
Oh, they say here, I'm only about halfway through, and this game has already been more than worth the money. Latex, tentacles, corruption, futanari,
My
prego.
Prego.
themed transformations and every possible type of insertion.
Oh, wonderful.
Absolutely, stunningly, beautifully degenerate. I have some issues with the combat, but it's worth putting up with to get to the next area and all the juicy content waiting there.
All the juicy content. Prego, by the way, amazing.
There we go.
That's a real fetish there. Real. I've been looking for that specifically, and apparently I didn't see that in the features list for the game.
I didn't either. But I know that exists because when I was pregnant, I was on Craigslist looking for baby gear.
Uh-huh.
And one of the posts was a person saying that looking for lovely pregos. And he explained
And
that.
you immediately responded to this Craigslist person.
I did click on it because I was like, okay, what is this? What kind of child gear can this person be selling? And they just said, lovely ladies, I enjoy women of your condition. And I was like, okay.
All right. Okay.
So that's a thing.
That's an immediately respond, call back.
Email him my bank account, my phone number, all of my email addresses.
Yes.
100%.
Okay, another review. Recommended 5 hours. Very latexy. You have been warned. Also, tentacles. BDSM. Slight latex fetish. Dommy mommies. And also latex.
Well, as in the name.
Okay, I just want to say, right, you say slight latex fetish and then also latex. The name of the game is Latex Dungeon. So if there is one thing I would expect in this video game, based on the title of the video game, it is literally latex and also dungeons. So, I mean, I don't feel like it's that important to bring up in the review.
That's fair.
I'm not like, I wonder if there's latex in this game.
I mean...
It has it. It's there.
Okay, here's a really exciting review that I can't wait to read. This person has 9.7 hours on record, and they just said, came to FAP, confused by the map, but holy fuck, look at that booty. Totally worth. Great. That's all I need to know.
Look at that booty. But
like
holy fuck, holy heart, look at that booty.
Totally worth. Also, love that it rhymed. Great review.
Came to FAP, confused by the map. Yeah, that's pretty good. That is pretty good.
I will say this creator, I did look up the developer of this game, and they did post some tips on how to get through the map, because I guess that is feedback.
It's a real struggle?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I think that was part of the design of the game. It's like, if you're coming to Latex Dungeon, you want to get tortured a little bit, so the map is a little
bit
torturous.
Of testicular torsion playing the video game.
Exactly.
Okay. Another review saying boobies, latex, tentacles, alien monsters, genuinely interesting story. I wasn't thinking there'd be. I guess there was a story. I wasn't assuming there was going to be any story, but that's my mistake. I came here for the boobs and stayed for the writing. Keep playing post nut.
Oh man,
that's a good review.
That's very,
because again, another thing I'm looking for in every video game I purchase, regardless of whether it happens to be adult or not, is the boob. So I guess this is one I could choose for boob.
Well, we saw a whole
there was a lot. There's a lot of boob from what I could see.
Let's hop into some of the negative ones.
Let's go to some of the negative ones. We've got a bunch here.
Interesting. Well, first of all, we have one man saying, not recommended. It's too hot.
It's too hot. That's,
I mean, I think they should have known what they were getting into.
Maybe they weren't ready.
No.
I mean, it says they played it for 0.2 hours, so it seems like they clicked it. Genitals were overwhelmed with sensation immediately.
From the artwork.
Just from the artwork, and that was it. That was done.
Boom.
Another one saying, gameplay is horrific. You get sold on the art, then the game lets you down.
Oh, okay. Well.
I just want to say that they have an hour on record. I'm betting they touched their penis to the video game at one time, if they liked the artwork. But also, I wish they would tell me a little bit more about what about the game really let them down.
Yeah, well, and I mean, you're a gamer.
Oh,
Semi-pro.
obviously.
Amateur, semi-pro.
Professional,
pro
sure,
gamer.
yeah.
Okay. As a pro gamer, I mean, does it just sound like this person is maybe a little bit of a noob?
They might be a bit of a noob. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
Just couldn't figure it out. Doesn't have the high IQ levels
That
that video games really require.
Sounds like this one you gotta have some skill.
Yeah.
I would not be able to get through the map, it sounds like.
Maybe you could find a guide for getting through the,
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Not recommended. Good art, but absolutely rubbish gameplay. Feels like there's tons of elements here that are either very poorly considered or entirely dropped ideas. Story is very half-baked. The characters are basically just cardboard cutouts. Every enemy acts the same way, except their stats just get steadily higher. Moving around the dungeons is not fun. Honestly, aside from the art, I struggle to think of anything that this game does well.
Wow, that is harsh.
That is
I feel like
harsh.
that's a really harsh review. They played it for 3 hours, so
Okay.
probably a couple penis touching.
Penis, yeah.
A little bit. I'm immediately assuming because I feel like if you purchased, you took the time to purchase the game, and I feel like this is one of those games you purchase when horny.
Fair enough, yeah.
Like you're not just like this isn't like a post nut purchase like that other person said.
Right.
So you probably didn't like just blow a load, come onto the Steam page, and we're like picking up Latex Dungeon.
Ding.
Right now. So yeah, it's another one saying the story's not good. Every enemy acting the same way.
I mean,
I figure every enemy just wants to have sex with me.
right. Also, like, I'm thinking of the games I've played.
Mm-hmm.
Almost every enemy played.
Also true. That's true. Yeah, most games I feel like the enemies. I mean, unless we're talking like a more complex
Right.
interaction, story building world.
I mean, I'm just thinking of like Super Mario.
Yeah, Super Mario. You just jump on that. Maybe other games is a little bit different. This person was expecting a lot more from Elden Ring. Another one saying that the game wasn't easy to follow. Somebody else says, I hate this game.
Wow.
The developers put way too much effort into the art instead of the gameplay. This game is just too frustrating to play. Another one saying they like the art,
Yeah.
but the gameplay... Now, Amy, I don't have extensive history playing these games yet. If and when I divorce Shannon and or put up maybe that one divider so that I can do work at the computer.
Work from home.
I'll have more time to play, but I feel like I would go into these games for the art first.
That's what I was thinking.
Again, I'm purchasing these penis rock hard, right?
You just clicking. It's like those pop-up ads. They come up, you just click.
Yeah,
click,
right.
click.
I'm going to the store, rock hard. I see this pop up, and I immediately buy it.
Latex Dungeon, done.
I'm not going to be looking for. I'm going to be some gameplay, but the art is really what I'm looking for.
I feel like from what I see of this game, the art is what I don't want to see.
Personally, the art is a bit terrifying.
I agree.
As I said, my penis is very confused by what I've seen so far. It doesn't know whether to be really super excited or running away and crying about what it's seeing.
All right.
More reviews saying that it seems like it's good artwork and the gameplay is maybe a little bit
Leaves something lacking.
leaves something to be lacking. So in sum, I think if you were looking for what appears to be some very unique looking artwork
Titty monsters.
and scenarios, titty monsters include, if you like titty, a lot of titty.
And monsters.
Titties, monsters, latex.
I think this game has it all then.
It does have it all.
If you're looking for story, gameplay, etc., maybe pick up Elden Ring.
Maybe, maybe something else.
If you're looking to touch your penis to some titty monsters, here you go.
This is the one. Now, I didn't see commented in the reviews we looked over, but apparently rape, obviously, it was in the developer's notes that's kind of a big
part of the game.
I think it's like if you lose the battles, or maybe if you win the battles.
From what I was reading, yes, it was a bit confusing.
Okay.
It seemed like you could go both ways if there could be consensual situations or non-consensual. It's kind of up to the player. So,
Yeah.
I was like, maybe we shouldn't dive into this game because as funny as the titty monsters are, rape is not funny. But I was wondering if a game like this, maybe if you had, I don't know, if it was like fantasies that you had or wanted to explore, maybe this would be a healthy way, since it is very non-realistic looking at all.
True. It is very clearly, I mean, unless you think there's titty slug monsters patrolling the sidewalks at night. There's not, I've checked.
You were looking last night.
I was checking just in case. Yeah, it's a little bit of a weird one. I don't know. I guess I like that the developer has come out and has the warning there saying that it's a thing. But yeah,
I was a little wary of doing this game, but now that I've seen the artwork, I'm like, okay, it kind of makes a lot of sense. Yeah, and obviously latex is a thing that a lot of people are into. BDSM community.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Great. This would probably be very, if you're into like consensual, like fantasy situations, is probably a...
Maybe Lust Academy. From last one, the Harry Potter.
Yeah, that one's a very...
That one seemed very much like, you get to maybe have conversations...
Yes.
With the women and engage in consensual
sex.
I didn't see any warnings about
No, the
rape
developer
dungeons.
on this one was very clear.
Very clear.
That if you play this game, there will be non-consensual situations. And I don't know. I feel like that's a big theme in some of these
I feel like
games.
it's probably a theme that we're going to see a lot. So it's I guess we shouldn't get too much into the weeds about whether that's a good or bad thing, because I mean, in other games I'm murdering people,
right,
brutally. So it's like, I don't know where that sits in terms of the discourse for games.
Yeah, for erotic games, I was kind of like, is this good or bad for people's psyche? I don't know. Anecdotally, from the one psychiatrist whose article I read on Google.
Okay.
Their thought was, and it wasn't even about erotic video games, it was about like erotic anime.
Okay.
But they were saying it can desensitize you to, like violence and non-consensual acts. So if you're really getting into this and it's the only thing you're into, maybe
It seems like it could be harmless.
Right.
Yeah, so...
Like, if you're just, every once in a while you want to go to the Latex Dungeon and meet a titty monster and have non-consensual sex with it.
Yeah.
This would be a good game. But maybe if you find that all of the stuff you're intaking has a element of rape to it, maybe reinvestigate, like, what you're fap clicking on.
What you're horny clicking on.
Maybe just diversify.
Yeah.
Don't only live in the Latex Dungeon.
Maybe not only the Latex Dungeon.
And especially when you're out there in the world, the real world, just remember, this isn't real. And whoever is allowing you to have sex with them, allow being the key word.
Allow.
Make sure that they're cool with whatever it is that you're both doing.
Maybe tell them that you like Latex Dungeon. You can tell them about your experience with the game and how maybe they would like their partner to cosplay as a slutty tentacle boob monster.
Yeah.
Maybe that might be my new fetish.
Slutty boob monster in latex.
In latex.
I don't want her in lace. Or, you know what?
Just the full slug monster, just all boob, all the way down.
Done. So yeah, to our listeners, diversify your faps.
Diversify your faps.
But enjoy a Latex Dungeon every once in a while.
Yeah.
But also, if it's not your thing, it is a rape game, so stay away.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll cross this bridge again in other
I'm
games.
sure, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the next one that we do is also
Has
with
non-consensual.
non-consensual sex. I imagine it's a huge theme. I said, I'm trying not to dive too deep right away. I have had some people already like sharing with me all kinds of stuff that's like not necessarily on Steam. Because this is apparently pretty big. These adult games, they're out there.
Okay.
So
we have lots of content.
yeah, there's actually a lot to look at. Oh.
This one Shannon picked out.
Yes, she did. Of course. There's like so many of them. Hentai Mosaique. I should have had these ready.
That's okay.
Hentai Mosaique Neko Waifus is our next game. Dear God. What am I doing with my life?
Okay, well, it's very positive.
It has a very positive reviews. It's a hentai puzzler, micro visual novel with a sprinkle of RPG. All the Neku girls in town heard all about you. Now they can finally meet you. Awesome. Amazing. This one is developer Lil Hentai Games and published by Lil Hentai Games.
There you go.
Very positive. Okay, this the mature content description describes it like the developer describes it like this. The game may contain content not appropriate for all ages.
Great.
Obviously, or may not be appropriate for viewing at work. It is already too late, Amy. If I have clicked on Neku Waifus.
Yes.
I feel like I can't go back at that point if I'm at work.
If you're at work, you might as well just dive it.
I might as well just immediately admit to my boss that I clicked on this game and that I should probably be fired.
Well, no, you could just say it's a scam.
Oh, I got scared. I got tricked. How did this wind up in my Steam library?
There's a lot of scammers out there right now. I feel like over the past weeks, I've had a lot of scam phone calls.
True.
Somebody tried to hack my Steam account.
Oh my God.
They were in Russia. So you could just say a Russian scammer clicked on this and downloaded it while on your work computer.
Tom, it looks like you're still looking at the game, though.
I'm
sorry.
That's a scammer. That's a
Scammer.
From what I did look up the publisher of this game, and I do believe this one is like a whole series of Neku Waifus. I don't know how to say this.
Waifus. Okay, yeah, I don't know either, actually.
We're slandering how this is pronounced. We apologize. We have no business talking.
We really don't. We're really just forcing our way into this realm. Blunt force. No lube.
Just here we go. It does say that all the characters showed in the game are over 18 years old. Wonderful. This one does not have a trigger warning, so luckily...
There is sexual content in this game, though.
But not non-consensual.
That's true, yes.
So no rape.
Yeah, no rape. Okay, cool. That's more my speed.
Me too.
Personally.
Let's dive right in.
Yeah, let's go ahead and see what some people are saying about this one. I mean, this looks pretty typical.
The artwork is cute.
It's cute, anime girls, yeah. Somebody says, yes, I love puzzles. I love puzzles very much. Oh, well, thanks. That's 3.5 hours there playing. The puzzles apparently are great.
The next one says, I love anime women. They have like 5 exclamation points. Cat women. Another 5 exclamation points. Boobs.
Yay!
Only 4 exclamation points.
Boobies.
So if you like anime women, cat women, and boobs.
Boom.
Positive review.
Positive review.
Dive right in.
This person is either me or a 5-year-old who got the game.
I hope there is no 5-year-old getting this game.
Another review saying booba. I'm okay with that. That's good. Yeah, good review. Very on point.
It has cat girls that get naked. Good enough?
Question mark. 9 hours.
I would say then there's no question there.
I think it's probably good enough.
I think it's good enough.
That's at least a few loads from that.
Worth all your time. I'm fap to that. Great. What more do you need?
I'm fap to this.
Oh, is that what it said? I'm fap to this. Well, there you go.
Very right to the point. He's probably literally fapping while he's reading the review.
It seems like one hand just clicking, reviewing, fapping.
This game is great.
And there you go.
Worth all your time. 25 hours on this game. That seems... not many of my games I reached necessarily 25 hours, but this one did it. Oh my gosh. Was expecting...
What does it say?
This was expecting my groin to be stimulated, but my brain got stimulated instead.
Wow.
10 out of 10. I became good at puzzles.
Well, it sounds like the puzzles are great in this.
Do you think if I played this game that I would be smarter?
I mean...
Tell me the truth, Amy.
It sounds like it would do something for your brain.
Because maybe I can convince Shannon to let me buy the video game if I tell her that I'm like...
It's a brain building.
Yes.
I mean, I think maybe if the game was called like Brain Building Academy instead of...
Maybe she won't ask me the name of the game first.
But the fact that Shannon picked this one for us to review means she already knows exactly what this is about. And I'm pretty sure she chose this one because of cat women.
Yes, she did. That's true. That is true.
She probably just typed in cat, adult, game, and then this came up and she's like, perfect, they can review this.
Boner. Boner spelled B-O-N-A-R. It's one of the reviews.
It does seem like maybe some of these users maybe aren't 5, however, maybe you're not 18 plus.
Let's look at, maybe we can get some
Are there any negatives for this one? I don't see any negative reviews.
Yeah, I know. We must have some. Came to it, this person has 7 hours, came to it having no expectations. That's a lie. You did not buy this game with no expectations. You at least wanted to see Neko waifus
Naked.
I'm assuming naked. You wanted to see them.
You wanted to see, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but was genuinely impressed by the puzzles. Motion of the background, rotation in steps 45 degrees, and mirrorable tiles all together add up to just enough variability to keep me interested in the gameplay, not just Neko's. It actually looks like they tried to make a real game in this genre. I'm impressed. And of course, Nekus are cute. Soundtrack is chill, and sweet talk is alright. If you want to kill some time, this game might be a decent option. Please consider, especially while it's on sale. We got a slick dealer. We got a slick dealer here. Maybe consider it when it's on sale.
I mean,
if you're just trying to kill some time, wink, 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 nudge. You're just trying to kill a little bit. You're not trying to touch your penis. You're just trying to kill a little time before you go to work, maybe.
Or maybe at work.
Or maybe.
Oh wait, no.
No.
Russian hacker.
Yeah, no
Russian
good.
hacker really into puzzlers.
Really, yes.
That person's review, I didn't even understand what they were saying about puzzles, so.
I also don't know what they were trying to say about puzzles.
They're smarter than my.
Maybe because they played the game and got
Probably.
smarter. Big selling point.
Oh, okay, here we go. Not recommended. I couldn't get hard because the girls look 12. Yikes. I mean, That's very legit.
Product received for free, it says, too, on this one.
Huh.
I wonder where you received this. How do I receive this product for free? Developers, okay? I need Neko waifu cat foos in my life. The girls do look young.
They do.
But I mean, I
Okay.
feel like that's also really typical for
Yeah.
anime stuff.
Listeners, if you know of a adult game where maybe like MILFs, older looking characters, let us know, because I'd be interested. A lot of the games that it's hailing outside.
Yeah, it is hailing outside.
I've come across, the artwork is pretty it's like these people are above 18 years old, but it's like
They
okay.
don't look like they're above 18 years old.
Yeah, that's problematic. Also, I would like to I'm not interested in an 18-year-old person. Like, do we have
Amy, you're old.
I know,
Okay,
I
you're
am
old
old.
and you're boring and you have children. Okay, these games clearly.
Where is the game that's like all the dudes? First of all, it's dudes.
dudes? Okay,
I mean, you could throw a couple women in there, because, like I said, bisexual.
I
but
need boobs, but yes,
Boobs can be in there.
I don't want to interrupt you.
But can they be like 30-year-old plus? Where's that game? Developers.
All the world that's listening.
Developers who are listening to this game. We don't want to see
Want games for mature adults who are in their middle age, who maybe don't want to look at people who look like they're 12.
definitely not.
I'm sure those games are out there.
Let's find one.
Okay. Somebody said not enough boobies.
Oh. Okay.
They might want to play Latex Dungeon. That one.
That one had a lot of
That one had a
boobies.
lot of boobie.
Here's one that just says, "Where is the porn? Urgent." It's a recommended. They recommend the game, but it seems that they cannot find the porn and they urgently need it.
Yeah, urgent need. Where is it?
Sounds like
I mean,
the puzzlers were a little too.
Oh, they couldn't get past the puzzles. Oh, that's a bummer. Yeah, that's tough. I mean, that's tough. Maybe I wouldn't be surprised if all the negative reviews are people who weren't smart enough to pass the puzzles.
Yeah. I mean, sounds like I wouldn't have been able to.
I don't know if I would have been able to either.
Let's see. Not enough boobies, no titties. Okay, so it sounds like there's just a lot of these negative reviews are people, yeah, like you said, looking for Latex Dungeon.
Yeah, there's a lot of boobie in Latex Dungeon.
But maybe that's too much boobie for some people. There's got to be a healthy middle ground.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe they should go to Orc Academy. No,
Orc Massage. I feel like that's still the top pick.
Uh,
After the 4 games we've looked at so far. I mean,
Yeah.
that one really had gigantic orc man with girthiest penis I've ever seen in my. I mean, that thing is.
Magically long.
I've heard the term Coke can before for
Hard pass.
it was much more than that. Yeah. So okay. Well, that's gonna be
episode 2.
Yeah, that's episode 2. That's the 2 games for this week: Latex Dungeon and Hentai, Mosaique, Neko, Waifus.
You nailed the pronunciation.
Did I nail it?
I think.
God. Yeah, good luck searching that one on Steam. We will hopefully have another episode here in another 2 weeks.
That's the goal.
Anything you have any requests from our listeners, Amy, in terms of feedback or things
do
you'd
not.
like to see? Obviously,
I really do want to dive into boobs 1, 2, and 3 because the artwork is just stunning. I could tell the developer put a lot of time into it, and that one is VR compatible. So
that one's on my wish list.
So that one might be one that we could play and get some gameplay.
Ooh, yeah, yeah, I need to get some gameplay for sure. Definitely.
I mean, yeah. So maybe that one. But
Okay.
viewers, listeners, if you've got any. If you have any requests, let us know somehow on Twitter,
or YouTube or
wherever you're listening.
wherever else we post
text
to.
message,
Text message. You can write me a letter.
snail mail. Send it by, we only accept snail mail from booby snail slug monsters.
Yes.
Just send one right to our house.
Yes, absolutely. But I think that'll do it for today.
That's great.
Thank you so much, everybody, for listening. And we will see you in 2 weeks or so.
Bye.
Bye.